Morning students. Today we are starting chapter number 3rd, that is electrochemistry. What we have to study in this electrochemistry? What is electrochemistry? Electrochemistry deals with two types of reaction related to energy. First is the reactions which are spontaneous. The reactions which are spontaneous, they are used to produce energy. So we will produce energy for the system in which reactions are spontaneous. Spontaneous reactions means those reactions which occur by their own. No initiation is required for these reactions. Second part, electrochemistry deals with non-spontaneous reactions. The reactions which are non-spontaneous will become spontaneous when energy is supplied to them. This study comes under electrochemistry. So electrochemistry deals with two types of reactions, spontaneous and non-spontaneous. The reactions which are spontaneous, these reactions will be used to produce energy. And those reactions which are non-spontaneous, they can become spontaneous if energy is supplied to them. The cell, the apparatus in which this process taking place is known as electrochemical cell. This is known as electrochemical cell. And the apparatus in which non-spontaneous reaction will become spontaneous by the supply of energy is known as electrolytic cell. Known as electrolytic cell. So what is the principle of electrochemical cell? The principle of electrochemical cell is chemical energy will be converted into electrical energy. Chemical energy converted into electrical energy. While principle of electrochemical cell, first we have to supply electrical energy. So in this, electrical energy is converted into chemical energy. Both are opposite process and both can be carried out under electrochemistry. So electrochemistry deals with two types of processes. Reactions which are spontaneous, energy will be produced from them, and those reactions which are non-spontaneous will become spontaneous when energy is supplied to them. So this is the basic difference between electrochemical cell and electrolytic cell. First we have to study about electrochemical cell, its construction, its working and process, everything. Electrochemical cell is also known as galvanic cell. Electrochemical cell also known as galvanic cell. Galvan is the name of scientist who discovered it, so its name is called galvanic cell. How to construct electrochemical cell or Daniell cell is also known as Daniell cell. So how to construct this Daniell cell? We have to take two beakers. In first beaker, solution of ZnSO4 is filled. 1 molar ZnSO4. In second beaker, 1 molar copper sulfate solution is filled. 1 molar CuSO4 solution is filled. In first beaker, zinc rod is dipped in the solution. And in second beaker, copper rod is dipped in this solution. We have to take two beakers. One is filled with zinc sulfate, another is filled with copper sulfate solution, and two rod, zinc and copper respectively, dipped in different beakers. These rod connected through galvanometer or voltmeter or ammeter to copper wire. Connection of two rods done by copper wire. Now one U-shaped tube which connect the two solution, U-shaped tube connect the two solution, two cotton plugs inserted here, and what is filled in this U-shaped tube solution, U-shaped tube, it is containing paste of strong electrolyte, paste of strong electrolyte in अगर अगर और जिलेटिन. Solution fill નથી કરવાનું. અગર અગર or gelatin. This U-shaped tube is known as salt bridge. What is it known as? Salt bridge. It looks like bridge, so it is known as salt bridge. This is the construction of electrochemical cell. We have to take two beakers. One is filled with ZnSO4, copper sulfate, copper rod dipped in copper sulfate, zinc rod is dipped in zinc sulfate, and both the rods connected through copper wires via galvanometer, voltmeter or ammeter. Deflection in this galvanometer will tell us whether current is flowing or not. What is this? This is U-shaped tube known as salt bridge. In this salt bridge we have to fill the paste of strong electrolyte in agar-agar or gelatin. Strong electrolyte like KCl, KNO3, ammonium nitrate. We have to fill the paste of strong electrolyte prepared in gelatin in this U-shaped tube known as salt bridge. Now when we connect through galvanometer both the rods, following reaction takes place. In first beaker, oxidation occur, zinc will lose 2 electron and form Zn2+. These 2 electrons move through this copper wire. So flow of electron this way and reaches to second beaker where it reduces copper ions and converted into copper. First, oxidation takes place in this beaker. Oxidation takes place. Zinc will lose 2 electron and form Zn2+. These 2 electrons move through copper wire in this beaker and Zn2+ will be in the solution. Zn2+ ions will become dissolved in the solution. Here reduction takes place. 2 ions are present in this copper ions and sulfate ions. So copper ions accept 2 electrons coming from anode and converted into copper. After some time if we will see then the weight of zinc rod will decrease. Weight of Zn rod decreases while weight of copper rod increases. Why increase? Because copper deposited on it, so its weight increase, and zinc dissolved in the solution, so its weight decreases. And we will see the deflection in the galvanometer. Current will flow from copper electrode to zinc. Conventional current flow. Direction of current is opposite to that of electrons. Electron flow from zinc to copper. Current flows from copper to zinc. The electrode or the half cell where the oxidation takes place is known as anode, and it is negative because it is source of electron. And the second container is called cathode, and this is positive. Generally in electrolytic cell we use anode positive and cathode negative, but in electrochemical cell oxidation takes place, it is a source of electrons, it is negative, and that is called cathode, which is positive. Deflection in the galvanometer shows that electricity is flowing. After some time, we can see that again the galvanometer reading becomes 0. This flow of current will stop. Why the flow of current will stop? What is the role of this salt bridge? Flow of current will stop because the solutions become charged. How these solutions become charged? On this anode, zinc is continuously losing 2 electrons and becomes Zn2+. So Zn2+ is dissolving in this solution, makes this solution positively charged. So this solution becomes positively charged. As copper ion continuously reduced to give copper, sulfate ion's concentration increase. So due to more sulfate ion in the solution, this solution becomes negatively charged. Charged solution do not conduct electricity. So when the solutions become charged, the flow of current will stop, galvanometer reading will become 0. Now the role of salt bridge. From the salt bridge, ions will move towards respective beaker, neutralizes the solution, and again the flow of electricity will start. Flow of current will start. Suppose we filled in this salt bridge KNO3, paste of potassium nitrate is filled. Then it has 2 ions, potassium ion and nitrate ion, K plus NO3 minus. as this beaker is negatively charged, so K plus ions will move towards this beaker through salt bridge and neutralizes this solution. NO3 minus move towards anode, neutralize positive ions and neutralize the solution. So again the flow of current will start. So what is the function of salt bridge? What is the role of salt bridge? The ions of salt bridge or the electrolyte filled in the salt bridge, its ions move towards respective electrode, neutralizes the solutions and again the flow of current will start. So salt bridge maintain electrical neutrality. What is the role of salt bridge? Salt bridge maintains electrical neutrality. Electrical neutrality. Here, this is the working construction of electrochemical cell, which is known as Daniell cell or Daniell cell. This is prepared by Daniell, that's why it is known as Daniell cell. We can use another electrode also. Instead of zinc, we can use copper. Instead of this copper, we can use silver. Any two cells with different solutions and different rod can be prepared, and we can calculate whether they are producing electricity or not. So, what is the principle of this electrochemical cell? Chemical energy is converted into electrical energy. First, spontaneous reactions takes place and flow of current. So, chemical energy converted into electrical energy. What type of chemical reactions taking place over here? Spontaneous. Just we have to put the rod in the solution. The reaction will start. So reactions are spontaneous. So what's the value of delta G? For the reactions in the electrochemical cell, it will be negative. Why it is negative? Because reactions are spontaneous. In thermodynamics we are done. If the reactions are spontaneous, then free energy change will be negative. This complete cell is called electrochemical cell. And if we calculate its voltage by placing voltmeter, its voltage is come out to be 1.2 volt. How much volt electric current produced from this Daniell cell? That is 1.1 volt. If you have it, 1.1 volt. How it come? We'll do later on in the form of numericals. Okay? Now, suppose we have this cell, copper rod and zinc rod dipped in. This is zinc rod dipped in ZnSO4, and here copper rod dipped in copper sulfate solution. Both the rod connected by voltmeter, and solutions are filled in it. Molarity is 1 molar. Salt bridge is placed. Cotton plugs are inserted over here. What is to be filled in salt bridge? Strong electrolyte like KNO3 or ammonium chloride. Now suppose we supply some external voltage to this cell. The value of external voltage is more than 1.1. External voltage, cell's voltage is 1.1 volt. We are supplying electricity or we are supplying voltage more than 1.1 volt. Then what will happen? As we are supplying energy, this cell will become electrolytic cell. Now on passing energy, electricity will be, we are passing electricity, so chemicals will be produced. This zinc rod will become thick and copper rod will become thick. Opposite direction the reaction will start. The cell will act as now electrolytic cell. So when external potential is more than 1.1 volt, external potential is more than 1.1 volt, then what will happen? This cell acts as electrolytic cell. Electrolytic cell. The reaction will taking place in opposite direction. Now the electron will flow from copper to zinc. This way. Current will flow from zinc to copper. This way current will flow. The cell behaves as electrolytic cell when E external is more than 1 volt. Suppose external voltage supply, second case, is less than 1.1 volt. External voltage is less than 1.1 volt. What happens when external voltage applied is less than 1.1 volt then? This cell has more voltage, that is 1.1 volts. What will happen? This cell will act as electrochemical cell. Electrochemical cell. Reaction taking place spontaneously and we are getting electrical energy. This will act as electrochemical cell. कब तक electricity मिलेगा? When its voltage, external voltage and internal, that is cell voltage, will become same, and that is equal to 1. So when external voltage is less than 1.1, it acts as electrochemical cell. Electron flows from anode to cathode, current flows from cathode to anode. But if external voltage supplied is more than 1.1 volt, reaction taking place in opposite direction, it will act as electrolytic cell. In case suppose external voltage apply is equal to 1.1 volt. હવે આપણે એ વોલ્ટેજ અપ્લાય કરીએ છીએ 1.1 ને સેલ નો વોલ્ટેજ 1.1 છે. No current will flow. If external potential applied is equal to 1.1 volt, no current flow, no electron, no reaction, nothing. No current will flow in this. Neither it will act as electrochemical cell, nor it will act as electrolytic cell. Clear? So, if you want to produce electrical energy from spontaneous chemical reactions, then no need to supply the external voltage more than the voltage of the cell. Now, in this electrochemical cell, there are two compartments. This is called anode and this is called cathode. Two compartments are there. One is called half cell. This is also known as half cell, and this complete instrument is known as complete cell. So now we have to study what is half cell. How to define half cell, how many types of half cells are there, and how to denote them, that we have to study. Half cell. Half cell means the rod dipped in its solution is known as half cell. What is half cell? The rod, metal rod dipped in its solution. Collectively, together it is known as half cell. Okay, how we can denote this half cell? Metal which is dipped in the solution, oblique metal ion. This is the solution. If molarity of solution is given, then mention the molarity. Suppose it is molarity given 2 molar, then write down here 2 molar. Or simply you can write aqueous. And what type of rod is solid? So we have to place S. This is symbolic representation of half cell. Metal, oblique metal. Suppose we take zinc rod in zinc sulfate solution, then it would be Zn oblique Zn. This is representation of half cell. Here we have to mention aqueous because it is solution. This is solid. Suppose we dip silver rod in silver nitrate solution, then half cell will become Ag oblique Ag plus. This is solid and this is aqueous because it is solution. So what is half cell? Half cell is metal rod dipped in its respective solution. Collectively it is known as half cell. Now standard half cell will explain. One more term, standard half cell. What is the standard half cell? If in this half cell concentration of solution is 1 molar, standard condition we have to apply. Temperature is 25 degrees Celsius, which is a standard temperature, or we can say 298 Kelvin. Okay, and if any gas is used, afterwards I'll tell you about gas electrode. If any gas is used, its pressure is 1 bar, which is also standard. Then this half cell is known as standard cell. Under these conditions, if we are constructing half cell, then half cell is known as standard half cell. This concentration of solution 1 molar, temperature is 298 Kelvin, and the gas if any used and its pressure is 1 bar, then the cell is half cell is known as it is standard half cell. Clear? Now, every half cell have half cell potential. Every half cell have half cell potential. What do you mean by half cell potential? Which is also known as electrode potential. Half cell potential or electrode potential. What do you mean by that? It is denoted by E. Half cell potential or क्या बोलते हैं electrode potential. What it means? In this half cell, we placed metal rod and metal ion. What will happen if metal rod is dipped in metal ion? Two reactions taking place. Metal can lose electrons and form metal ion, or metal ions accepts electron and form metal. Two processes taking place in this. Suppose first metal will lose electron and form metal ions. Now in the solution we have metal ions. These metal ions afterwards accept electron and form metal. There will be equilibrium established after some time between the two reactions. Equilibrium will be established. पहला start થશે rod છે electron lose કરે metal ions માં convert થાય અને metal ions છે electron accept કરે ને metal માં convert થાય. But if as more time passes, what will happen? Equilibrium will be established between these two reactions. Metal to electron, an electron plus and n plus. Equilibrium is established. When equilibrium is established, there will be charge separation between this rod and the solution. Either this rod will become negative charged, solution become positively charged, or the rod become positive charge and the solution become negative charge. When equilibrium is established, rod and the solution become charged. And we know that if there is difference in the charge, that is called the potential difference. So we can say that the potential difference developed between this rod and its solution. This potential difference is known as electrode potential or half cell potential. Our process થાય બે process. Maybe forward reaction going on more and backward reaction going on less. At that time the equilibrium is established. Or backward is proceeding more and forward is proceeding less. That time equilibrium is established. Whatever be the position, rod and the solution become charged, and due to the difference in charge, potential difference is known. That potential difference is known as potential difference between rod and the solution is known as half cell potential or electrode potential. Two types of electrode potential are there. Two types of half cell potentials are there. One is called oxidation potential, other one is called reduction potential. Two types of electrode potential. कौन से होते हैं? Oxidation potential और reduction potential. How to denote this oxidation potential? E-oxy. And suppose we are talking about a standard, then it would be E naught, standard oxidation potential. और इसको कैसे लिखेंगे? E naught reduction potential. और कैसे इसको डिनोट करते हैं? E naught metal oblique metal ion. Oxidation takes place. That's why it is called oxidation potential. Here it is denoted by E naught Mn plus oblique. Reduction takes place, hence it is reduction potentials. Or sometimes it is also written as in the form of equation. Let's say M lose electron and form an Mn plus. The potential of this cell will be oxidation potential. This is E-oxy, oxidation potential. Or the reaction is Mn plus accept an electron and form N. The potential of this cell is reduction potential. So there are different ways of representing oxidation and reduction potential. Sometimes they may write E naught oxy, E naught RAD. So we can know which is oxidation, which is reduction. Sometimes they may give this symbol, or sometimes they may write equations. Whatever be the case, we have to identify which potentials are given. It is oxidation potential or reduction potential. Now what is oxidation and reduction potential? Oxidation potential means tendency of half cell. This is called half cell. Tendency of electrode to lose electron. It is the tendency of electrode to lose electron. Suppose we have zinc half cell. For this reaction, E naught value is given 0.764. What it mean? Electron lost tendency of zinc is 0.76. This is called oxidation potential. So what oxidation potential meant for? Oxidation potential is the tendency of any electrode to lose electron. What is reduction potential? Reduction potential is tendency of any electrode to gain electron. Tendency of any electrode to gain electron. Metal ions accepts electron and form metal. The tendency of this reaction, E naught value of this reaction is known as reduction potential. Suppose zinc have tendency to lose electron 0.76, then zinc ions have tendency to accept electron will become minus 0.76. This is the tendency of zinc to lose electron, and this one is tendency of zinc ions to accept electron. First one is called oxidation potential, second one is called reduction potential. What is the relation between the two? Oxidation potential is equal to reduction potential. Value is same, magnitude is same, but sign will be different. Every half cell have two types of potential. Oxidation potential as well as reduction potential. Suppose आपने एक जिंक रॉड सिल्वर नो रॉड લીધું, सिल्वर नाइट्रेट ના સોલ્યુશનમાં ડિપ કરી દીધું, સિલ્વર રॉड सिल्वर नाइट्रेट का सोल्यूशन. Silver can lose electron and form Ag plus. Silver can lose electron and form Ag plus. Silver ions can also accept electron and form silver. दोनों प्रोसेस कर सकते हैं. हर हाफ सेल में, हर इलेक्ट्रोड में दोनों प्रोसेस करने की टेंडेंसी है. They can undergo oxidation, they can undergo reduction. Depending upon the other half cell, they will act. Suppose other half cell which is connected with it will have more tendency to lose electron, they will accept. And if other half cell has less tendency to lose electron, they will lose. But half cell can do both the process. That's why half cell have two types of potentials, oxidation potential as well as reduction potential. They have tendency to lose electron, they have tendency to gain. Now zinc have more tendency to lose electrons. So zinc will be anode. It will always act as anode. So what is half cell? Half cell means rod dipped in its solution. Collectively it is known as half cell. How to represent half cell? For symbolic representation we have to write metal oblique metal ion. This is the representation of half cell. Now half cell have potential. Two types of potentials, oxidation and reduction potentials. Oxidation potential means the tendency of half cell to lose electron. Reduction potential means the tendency of half cell to accept electron. What is the relation between two? Both have same magnitude but opposite sign. That is called half cell potential. Now, what is complete cell? Complete cell potential and standard cell. Three things we will discuss. One is standard cell. What is a standard cell? What is cell potential? Yeah, standard cell potential. Standard cell potential. What is symbolic representation of cell? Symbolic representation of cell. Symbolic representation of cell. We'll start with Daniell cell. We took two beakers. Here it is zinc rod dipped in ZnSO4 solution. Here it is copper rod dipped in copper sulfate solution. Both the solutions are connected through, both the rods are connected through copper wire via galvanometer. One salt bridge is placed. Cotton plugs inserted. What is to be filled in salt bridge? Paste of KNO3. Reactions will start. This is called cell. How to define standard cell? If the solution filled has molarity 1m, if solutions have molarity 1, solution की molarity अगर 1 हो, temperature of the solution is, temperature of the cell is 25 degrees Celsius, and if any gas is used then its pressure is 1 bar. Standard conditions, then this cell is known as standard cell. Under standard conditions, if you are constructing a cell, the cell is known as standard cell. concentrations of solution 1 molar, temperature of whole apparatus is 25 degree or 298 Kelvin, and if pressure is used then it is 1 bar, cell is known as standard cell. How to represent this as standard cell? What is symbolic representation of standard cell? First we have to, this is anode, we know that this is anode. This is called anode half cell, and this is known as cathode half cell. That is anode and this is cathode half cell. How to represent it? Symbolic representation. First we have to write anode, which is Zn oblique Zn2 plus. This half cell we are representing. Anode is negative, so put here negative. This is anode half cell. This will be solid and this will be solution. Concentration given, write down concentration 1 molar. Now salt bridge. Salt bridge represented by two parallel lines. This represents salt bridge. Now we have to write for the cathode, where copper solution, copper ions, copper rod is dipped in copper ion. How to write? It will be written as Cu2 plus oblique Cu. Why first Cu2 plus and then Cu? Because salt bridge is in contact with both the solutions. So we have to write two solutions in contact with the salt bridge. So this will be written as copper ion oblique copper. This will be solid. This is cathode. It will be positive. This is complete symbolic representation of cell. This is anode. This is cathode. And this two parallel line shows salt bridge. Ions are in contact with salt bridge. जो આ salt bridge. બે solution ના જે ions છે એના contact માં છે. એટલે ions આની બે બાજુ આવવા જોઈએ હંમેશા. This is solid. This is solid. This is known as complete symbolic representation of a cell. Anode cell, cathode cell, plus, minus, solid, molarity, everything you have to mention for symbolic representation of cell. Now the third is standard cell potential. What do you mean by standard cell potential? It is the potential of complete cell. Potential of complete cell is known as cell potential. We know that out of two half cell, one will have more tendency to lose electron, other have more tendency to gain electron. So difference in tendencies is known as standard cell potential. What is cell potential? It is denoted by E naught cell. What is cell potential? Cell potential is difference in tendencies. Difference in tendencies of two half cell to gain electron, or difference in tendencies of two half cell to lose electron. To lose electron. This is the definition of standard cell potential. Difference in tendencies of two half cell to gain electron. Difference in tendencies of two half cell to lose electron. What it means? Symbolically how to write? It will be written as E naught cell. E naught of oxidation potential of anode minus E naught oxidation potential of cathode. This is the difference in tendencies of anode and cathode to lose electron. What is oxidation potential? Difference in tendency to lose electron. This is the tendency of anode to lose electron. This is tendency of cathode to lose electron. This is called difference in tendencies of anode and cathode to lose electron. Or this can also be written as reduction potential of cathode minus reduction potential of anode. This is also difference in tendencies of anode and cathode to gain electron, because we are writing reduction. Here difference in tendencies of anode and cathode to lose electron, and this is the difference of tendencies of gain electron. Both are known as standard cell potential. Here, for example, in this particular cell, Daniell cell, standard reduction potential of zinc is minus 0.762. कहाँ से आया वो भी अपन सीखते हैं. Standard reduction potential of copper is 0.341. How do I know that these are reduction potential? Zn2 plus 2 Zn reduction takes place. This is reduction potential. +2 to 0 oxidation number decrease થાય છે એટલે આ reduction છે, hence it is reduction potential. How to define E naught cell? How to calculate E naught cell for this? Reduction potential of cathode. What was cathode? Copper was cathode. So 0.34 minus 0.76. This is reduction potential of cathode, reduction potential of anode. The difference will become 1.1. This is known as cell potential. These are half cell potentials. These are called electrode potential. These are also known as reduction potentials. And what is this known as? Cell potential. This is for complete cell and these are for half cell. Okay. So how to calculate standard cell potential? Either difference in oxidation potential of anode and cathode or difference in reduction potentials of cathode. In this book, we will deal with only reduction potentials because in this book table is given. Everything will be with reduction potentials only. Oxidation potentials in નથી ચાલતું. Suppose એમ આપેલું હોય કે this is potential of this cell, તો તમારે કયું કન્સિડર કરવાનું? reduction potential consider કરવાનું. કારણ કે આ બુકની અંદર બધું reduction potential લઈને આગળ ચાલશે. Okay? Cell potential. Clear? Samjhai you what we had done? Electrochemical cell, electrolytic cell, its construction, working, salt bridge, what are half cells, what is complete cell, how to determine half cell potential, what is cell potential, standard cell potential, everything we have done. In next video we will study about how to determine half cell potentials. Okay, what's the problem, how to solve it.